Computer. All right, guys, we have started our recording. So hi, welcome to our Monday night Zoom. This is post-Palooza. And honestly, I had originally thought about like doing a Palooza recap, but I'm not going to because I did lives from Palooza. And I know other team leaders are going into their teams and doing post-Palooza recaps. So I don't want to beat a dead horse, okay? So what I want to talk about tonight, instead, I want to keep with our theme of how we're just learning about ourselves in our team Zoom here. I want to talk about growth mindset. And I'm going to give you examples. We're going to talk about it. And you guys, I am not perfect. I kick my feet and drag my heels in the ground sometimes too. But it's just so important for us to go over all of these things and to just keep refreshing our brains and reminding our brains that we can do hard things, that we can do more than we think we can. Because I will say one of the biggest things that we deal with as leaders are hearing how I can't do this, I can't do that, or I'm no good at this, or I don't. So just today alone, I heard I can't make that happen because I'm too busy. I'm not sure I have anything to bring to the table because I'm not XYZ. And these are brilliant, intelligent women who in the moment panic and start berating themselves. And so I want to talk about growth mindset. Sam, I know you're frozen. There you are. I didn't know how soon you were going to be on. I'm going to do the growth mindset and then I'll have you come on near the end. Hope that's okay. If you have to get off early or something, let me know. Okay. So what is a growth mindset? It's when you're open. It's when your brain is open, your heart is open, and you're not afraid to learn or to fail. Which, by the way, that's how you want your friends to be. That's how you want your children to be, right? You want people to be willing to learn about things and to try hard things because you know they can do them. But a lot of times when it comes to ourselves doing something, we completely shut down and we're like, oh, can't do it. So I'm going to give you some examples of what like the difference between what they would consider a closed mindset or a fixed mindset, which I can sometimes have that problem too. But so instead of thinking I can't do it, you would think for a growth mindset would be I'm still learning, I'm going to keep trying. Instead of thinking I'm not good at this, which how many times have you said that? Like, okay, you need to make a reel. Oh, I'm no good at them. You need to go live. I'm no good at them. How many times have you said that instead of saying, what can I learn about this to get better? Right? You see the difference. It just feels completely different. And the moment when you're given the challenge to do something that you don't think you're good at, instead of just reiterating to your brain that I'm not good at something, you actually say, what can I do how can I learn to be better? Maybe you've done something, maybe you've made a reel. It's not good enough. Well, how about, is this the best I can do? Or how about it's the best I'm doing right now, but I'm getting better at them? Lisa says you have to suck at something before you can get good at it. Yes, you got to practice. There's not an athlete out there, even gifted athletes who just like a gifted athlete where you watch them move and you're like, my gosh, they still practice every day for hours. People didn't just land in the Olympics. They practice to get there. Here's one. It's too hard. It's too hard. I don't have time. I can't do that. That's too hard. How about mistakes are hard? I'm sorry, I skipped a line. How about with more practice, it'll get easier? So that's just exactly what we were talking about. Here's the one that here's something that people don't say a lot, but I know that they feel it and think it a lot. I'm afraid of making a mistake. So there's a lot of times, let me relate this back to your Thrive business. When someone says to you, I can't afford it, and you're like, I know she can, but she's using that excuse instead of actually saying what's really happening. So how many times are you like, I'm not good at it, or I don't have enough time? But in reality, your brain's like, I'm going to screw it up and I don't want to fail. I don't want to look like a fool. I don't want to be the girl that posted the reel that no one liked or that everyone made fun of, or I don't want to. Like when you're going live, how many times? Going live is not technically hard. You push a button. If you're on a Zoom, you can push a button, right? But it's the fear of maybe someone's going to make fun of me. Maybe I'm going to stumble over my words. Well, instead of being like, I'm afraid of making a mistake, how about you're like, you know what? I'm going to make a mistake. I'm going to keep going and I'll get better because of it. Right? If I've already flubbed my words at least once or twice tonight on this Zoom. None of you thought less of me, hopefully. I didn't say, oh my gosh, Zoom over. I've screwed it up. We'll reconvene in a week when I can practice this. No, we just keep going. Whoops. Here's one too that I know creeps into all of you because it creeps into me. So I know it creeps into you. They are better at me they're better at this than I am. How many of you are like, I'm not a good promoter because so-and-so is so much better at this and so-and-so is so much better at that. Try this one. How about they're really good at that? I wonder what I could learn from them. You guys, this is just me speaking as a female to people, right? This is not even your business. When you see a female excelling, killing it, succeeding, she is your example that you can do it too. She is not your competition. She is not your enemy. She is not someone to be jealous of. She's not even to be admired from afar. She is someone that you can say, you know what, that is something I want in my life and you have it. So now I know I can do it too. And learn from that person. There's so much cattiness that goes on with females when there's someone successful. Instead of, celebrate her. I mean, I'm a firm believer. If you can't clap when someone else wins, you will not get your turn to be clapped for either. I just went off on my little thing. I'm going to get back to my list. Okay. I don't know how. Oh my gosh. If I had a quarter for every time I asked someone to do something and they said, well, I don't know how. I probably didn't know how to do it either. But the phone or the computer that you're watching this Zoom on has this thing called Google. Have you heard of Google? Google will teach you all the things. And if you're like me and words are hard, YouTube will teach you all the things. So instead of thinking, I don't know how can I learn? How can I be resourceful? And I've told you this before. I'm trying really hard to be better about this. I am such a people pleaser and a Google University, exactly. And a let's hurry up and go type person that when someone asks me a question, I just answer it. But I'm learning to stop myself and say, okay, I'm going to pick on you, Lisa. Lisa Cook sent me a question one day. I don't even remember now what the question was. But I said, before I answer your question, where would you be able to go to find that? So instead of asking another person, where could she have gone to look for it? And in this case, it was in her cloud. But it could have been, I don't know, maybe Google, maybe Pinterest, maybe YouTube. So a lot of times you're going to go further. You're going to help people grow further if instead of just answering their questions and pushing them through the system, it's the whole either giving a man a fish to eat or teaching a man to fish to eat, right? I can't make this any better. So how many times have you guys said that? Oh, what's going on? Hang on, I'm having phone difficulties. I can't make this any better. Instead of saying, how can I improve this? So maybe you weren't happy with retail sales last month. And instead of being like, well, I don't know, I can't make it any better. I don't know. I've done all the things. I don't know. How can I make it better? Instead of complaining about it, how can you fix it? How can you improve it? Here's one. This is so apropos with the fact that we've had boot camp going on now for 8 weeks. I don't like challenges. Well, I understand. I really do. But challenges are where you grow. That's let me see. It says challenges make me better. That's how it happens. You got to push to learn. I have one more for you. And this one you've all said, because I have said it. I give up. How many bag it? I'm done. I'm out. I give up. I'm quitting on this customer. I'm quitting on the promoter. I'm quitting on the business. I'm quitting on all of it. Like whatever the heck it is you're quitting on. How about instead of quitting, try a different way? How can I do this differently? So when somebody says to me, I worked on a reel, I worked on it over and over, and I couldn't figure it out. So I just quit. All right. Well, where'd that get you? Wasted time and still nothing to show for it, right? So instead of quitting, could you have closed out and then gone to YouTube and maybe troubleshooted? Can't get my reel to post or can't get my text to line up on my reel. You could have gone another route. You could have kept trying to get to where you wanted to go, but instead quitting was the thing to do. So do you guys hear yourself in some of these? Because I know I hear myself. Like I promise I'm not picking on anyone. I hear myself in all of this. And I have good days and bad days, just like the rest of you. But so if for those of you that have a pen or piece of paper, I want you to write something down. So we're talking about growth mindset, right? So if you were to write down mindset, on the like on the left hand side of your page, like M, like the the M with the I underneath of it. So vertical, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So M stands for mistakes, and that's how we learn. In a growth mindset, an M is going to stand for a mistake. So when you make a mistake, don't panic. Don't quit. Don't run away. Just be like, you know what? I'm learning. Let me, I have just effed up. I've got this mistake happening. Now I'm going to learn from it, right? I stands for improvement. You will get better a little bit every single day. You are not going to find perfection. You're not going to become a promoter and on day 3 be amazing. I mean, I am headed into to year 7 here soon, and I'm still learning every day. So every day, the little farmer that I watch, I know y'all laugh at me, but the little farmer that I watch on YouTube, his whole thing is 1% better every day. He has a gigantic farm. They have, I don't know, 5 or 6 kids. I don't even know how many animals they have. If he were to want his farm to be perfect at any given time, then he should just quit, because there's no way to do that with that many moving parts and pieces. But he does something every day to get 1% better, whether it's rebuild something or rearrange something or find a different whatever, just one thing every day, constantly. And I've watched you now for a couple of years, and I have watched this whole farm grow. He went from being a YouTuber farming. Now he has a book. He has his own platform, like Facebook. He has his own for farmer homesteads. Like, all that came from 1% improvement every day. So when you think, oh, I listened to that 20-minute self-development, what's that going to do except give me a check on my list of things to do? No, girl, it's going to take you places. It's that 1% that's going to add up. N stands for never stop learning, especially in this business. You guys, when I started 7 years ago, we did 3-way calls. What if I was like, that's the only way to do it? That's how I learned it. I'm done learning. I'm not going to learn a new way. You would all have to do 3-way calls with me instead of 3-way chats, and our life would suck. Any of you that used to have to do 3-way calls, you know how much better 3-way chats are. So you always have to be learning. You've got to be willing to do the new thing. Like, trust me, when I hear stuff like, okay, you got to do a reel a day, and now we're hearing you got to do 5 to 7 a day, I also want to vomit a little, but I know I have to keep learning. I have to keep pushing. I have to stay ahead. Like, why would I do, I remember those calls. Yeah, exactly. You had to coordinate it, make everyone's schedules match. It was really hard to do a sneaky call when you had to coordinate everything. Anyway, you got to keep learning. And so not just do you need to learn about your business to have this growth mindset, you have to learn about yourself. I have said this multiple times over the last 8 weeks. Seems like 8 years. I have learned so much about myself as a leader by leading boot camp. Like, you've got to keep learning. And hopefully over the 8 weeks, as I've also done all the homework with you guys, hopefully I've become a better leader. I know my business feels a whole lot better. Bob the Builder, I can do it. Yes. Oops. D stands for determination. Determination will get you through anything. I'm a big fan of saying the word do. You know, I'm going to try to be on the Zoom tonight. I'm going to try to get my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 done. I'm going to try to get my reel finished. No, I'm going to do my reel. I'm going to do all the things. You guys, I put off doing my taxes, my tax paperwork for months because I was like, well, I'm going to try to do a little bit today. Yeah, I'm going to try to fit a little in. I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to get some of that done. I'm going to try to get some of that done. Finally, one morning I woke up and I was like, wow, we're running out of time. And I was like, I looked myself dead in the mirror in the bathroom because I was like, I'm going to try to get it done. And I was like, oh, no, girl, I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do it. Tammy, you're going to do it today. And do you know how different my day went? It wasn't an option anymore. It wasn't something I was going to try to weave into my day. It was something I had to do. And if you look at your business that way, instead of trying to do your business, if you're like, I'm doing my business, you'll be amazed at how different your day goes. You'll be amazed at how, like, little things that maybe you were going to piddle with during the day or you were going to scroll through, you don't have time for it because you're doing your business. It makes a huge difference. Natasha, girl, it's the 11th. I'm just throwing that out there. D, success. So S stands for success. And guess what success does? It does not happen by accident. Success does not fall out of the sky. Trust me, if it did, I'd be out in the yard right now with a big bucket. Like, come to me. Success comes from constantly learning, being determined, making mistakes. E stands for effort. It's how I overcome challenges. There is not a single person, and I've said this till I'm blue in the face here lately, there's not a single person on this team that isn't going through something. Some things may be annoying. Some things may be life-altering and devastating. But it's the effort that you put towards what's happening. I don't know who this is because just as iPhone, I read in one of the books I was reading to change the word but to and. That is a game changer. What was S? Oh, S was success. Yes, as a matter of fact, if you were to go back a few weeks where I talk about the vision for my team and how I want people to, I want it to be about and, not I did this today, but I couldn't get it finished. I did this today and I got it finished. Like, it's a huge, huge difference in the way you will carry yourself, because but when you say the word but, you're already giving an excuse. Think about it. You've already set yourself up for an excuse. But when you say and, so let's say you truly, honestly didn't get something done today that you wanted to do. So I didn't get it done, but no, I didn't get it done. And I have it on my agenda for first thing in the morning. So it's done. There's a big difference there. That is a big difference in your mindset, and your mind leads your body. Your mind leads your life. If you can think it, you can do it, right? And finally, T at the end of mindset stands for all things. All things are difficult before they are easy. Do you remember the first time you did a Zoom? Or the first time you made a Facebook post, or the first time you logged into your cloud and you were like, I don't know what buttons I'm pushing. I don't even know if I'm in is this the right website? It's all hard in the beginning. You have to put in the work, and you have to be willing to do the work. And that all comes back to your mindset. So I want you guys to keep an eye on yourself. I'll actually share this. I just stole it off the interwebs, the graphic, and it would, anyway, Zoom doesn't help me any, but I will share it so you guys can have that. You could print it and hang it on your office wall. You could put it on a screensaver, whatever. But if you make the commitment over the next 7 days to work on these things, because I think it's just like AA, right? The first step is recognizing the problem. So did you already say T? T stands for all things. So things. T is for things. All things are difficult before they are easy. If you can start to hear yourself and start to hear the fixed mindset, the stuck in your ways, the I'm not going to learn, I'm not going to grow, this is too hard, I can't do it, I'm not smart enough. If you can start catching yourself in those moments and then come back to something like this and be like, okay, how can I reword this? How can I talk to myself differently? You will see a huge, just like I said that morning when I didn't want to do my taxes and I wanted to keep trying to do them, when I said, no, I'm doing them, it just, I don't know, I swear it alters your brain. So I hope this helps you guys, because I know we all deal with this. And I know, especially with all the challenges that are going on right now with our business, it would have been really easy today to say, oh, we traveled all weekend. It was a really long weekend. I'm going to take some time off today. But that's just getting stuck and slowing yourself down, versus you could say, you know what, it was an awesome weekend. And yes, traveling was a lot yesterday, but now I have all this great stuff that I want to implement, that I want to do with my business. I want to do with my team. I want to share with my customers. There's a big, big change in your business when your mindset changes. So that's all I have. Does anybody have any questions for me or anything they want to add to the mindset conversation?
I do.
Oh, good. Yay.
My favorite is when somebody says, I'm not trying to make an excuse, or I'm not making, but, and then they make an excuse.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. It always is followed by the word but.
When you say no offense, but, it means you're about to offend them. You guys, if you start it with, I'm not trying to make any excuses, or I'm not making excuses, that's bullshit. It's not true. Yeah. It is not okay to not do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 every day. It's not. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's just not a priority to you.
Yes.
And that's also okay, but just acknowledge that, right? Like, just acknowledge that it's not a priority, and that's okay too. right? It's just, who are you trying to make up excuses to? Because it doesn't bother me if you want to work your business or not. I'm working mine.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, traveling was a lot. And I also got my work done.
There you go.
I had a shorter place to go, shorter way to go. I had to switch planes and all kinds of stuff. I still did my work. I mean, I also got to spend time with my family, and I did my work. I get up at 4:00 in the morning so that I can work my business. I know that's not for everybody. You might need to sleep longer than that, and that's fine. It's an excuse though. You don't need to sleep later. You can wake up earlier. You can wake up 30 minutes early and run your business. You have to stop saying, this is not an excuse, but like when that message starts, I don't even want to finish the sentence.
Yeah.
Or if you say, I'm not trying to make an excuse for her, but she's really going through a lot. Yeah, I'm sure she is. And I feel bad for her. I'm sorry that that's happening in her life or his life. She can still do 5 reach outs a day. She can still follow up with somebody. She can send somebody a happy birthday message.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm telling you, like, and I'm going to call on Bree because she was one of them. First of all, I took a screenshot, Breezy, because you were taking notes and your daughter was feeding herself. You could have used an excuse for not being on this call. What are you, in the bathroom right now? She's sitting on the floor in the bathroom taking notes. She has an excuse. She's not using it. And she messaged Tammy and I and said, I lost somebody in my family that was very close to me, and I don't know what's going on, and we're going to have to go out of state, and I'm still going to get my work done. And I said, you know what? Sometimes when shit is really hard in your life, focusing on this business is what's going to get you through the hard shit. It's a distraction. I can promise you, I went through some shit in my life, and this business, this team, this company got me through it. I would not be here right now if it wasn't for each and every face on this Zoom. I can promise you that. I have every excuse to have quit. I was publicly humiliated, and here I am in front of you telling you, you don't have an excuse. You have a priority. Anyway, I'm going to get down off my soapbox now. Can carry on.
Good. I'm going to read some comments though, because I don't know if you can see them or not. Lacey says,
No.
So something that we do hear a lot as leaders. I know it's good for my business, but I know I should make a reel for my business, but I know I should post consistently, but I know I should follow up. But if you start off the sentence with I know, then do it. Like Sam said, it's your business. It's no skin off of our back. If you don't do it, that's cool, but don't come to us and then complain about the fact you didn't do it. It's up to you. Natasha says, if Chastity can get on stage in front of thousands of people and train when she just lost her husband 37 days ago, by the way, we can all do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I agree. Like, it made all the hair on my legs stand back up just talking about it. That was probably one of those moments where every excuse that you have in the book that you've ever thought of, you just had to rip it up and throw it away, because she was up there and she was doing the do, and she was doing it for others and not thinking about herself. And that's powerful stuff. Lacey says, I'm at someone's house. I'm shut in their bedroom, and I told them, sorry, I need 30 minutes. So that she's not even home, but she's taking the time. Courtney gave you all kinds of claps and fire. Edie says, fire, Sam. Sandra says, amen. Lindsay says, fire. And now I'm legit headed to church. So she's gone from Thrive Church to Real Church. Natasha says, yes, 1,000%. Yeah, I feel like, it's hard for me because I mean, as much as I say I'm the mean one or whatever, I'm not truly mean. I have a heart. But I know that sometimes people just need to be like, stop with the excuses. Like you need that tough love. You need someone to say, no, I'm not accepting that anymore. Like you can, if you want to, you guys, I will open my phone. The message will be this long about how they can't get their reach outs done for the day. And I can promise you they could have done double the reach outs in that amount of time versus the time they spent telling me why they couldn't do it. And that goes back to that growth mindset. If you feel yourself explaining to someone over and over and over how you can't do something because I can't do that, wow, you just wasted a lot of time. You could have just done all the things you said you couldn't do. And I love working with people who want to run with their business and they want to build a business. I also love people where they're at. But here's the thing, if where you're at, if you want me to accept where you're at, I need you to accept where you're at. So if you're like, I really wish I could thrive for free, okay, go thrive for free. That's where you're at. But I don't want to, well then, okay, that's not where you're at, right? Don't project your lack of understanding about where you truly are on someone else. If you really want to do something, you'll do it. I can guarantee right now, if I told you, if you get up every day this week, an hour early, and just log onto a computer and watch videos for 30 minutes, that at the end of the week, I will put you on an airplane and whisk you off to your favorite vacation, you'll get up. You'll figure out a way to get up. You'll figure out a way to do it. So you have to decide, how about you whisk yourself off on a daggone vacation? Courtney, I just hopped off a Zoom before this, joined this one, and have another one in 4 minutes. I have dinner cooking. My suitcase isn't unpacked. I haven't showered. I could easily have said no, but I'm on all the Zooms because I have goals. Yes. Speaking of, she's going to start hers in 3 minutes. So I want to throw Sam back on here. She's going to talk to you guys about something freaking amazing that she started, that she is going to open up to the whole team.
Okay, so most of y'all have seen my detox results. It's no secret that it really worked for me. So one thing that I did during that detox was I started an accountability group. I was going, like, my intentions were to do a chat, like just a group chat. But then the more I talked about starting my detox and the more people wanted to join, the more I was like, okay, if people keep joining and then the chat is nonstop dinging, then people are going to get annoyed and then they're going to leave. So I thought, okay, the group is going to be better. So I made a group. I only allowed people in the group up until we started. So you get in the group and you do it together and then you leave together. So everyone's on day 1 at the same time. Everyone's on day 2 at the same time. Well, anyway, it's a dead group because I'm not doing my detox, right? Y'all know I'm in boot camps. I don't have time to upkeep a group, especially if I'm not personally detoxing. So it's a dead group right now. This morning I did a live with Lindsay about my detox. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely watch it. When we hopped off, I reached out to Lindsay and said, hey, did you already start your group? And she was like, no, I need to. And I said, well, I have a dead group. If you want to fire it up and use it for your beginning to end, you can do that. And I can help you because I have all the content, right? So I removed everyone who's not in there that's going to be, obviously, if you just detoxed, you can't do this detox, right? So I removed everyone who can't do it together. I cannot do it with her, but I'm running it, right? Anyway, the detox starts next Tuesday. That's when Lindsay is going to start her detox, and she's going to start adding people to this group. You can invite your team, your network, your customers, your promoters. If anybody wants to detox, you can share my pictures. You can share anyone's pictures who's done a detox. You can use this even if you're not going to detox. So say you hated it. I just saw Lacey say, love this. It popped up. I'm sure Lacey doesn't want to do the detox, but so she's not going to be in the group, right? Doesn't matter if she's the upline or doesn't, that's not the point. The point is to have accountability. She can though promote the detox. This is my friend Samantha's results. There's another detox accountability group starting on next Tuesday. Get your order in now so you can start with everyone else. The accountability is freaking huge. And then moving forward, I would like to have this group run 1 week out of every month. So I can only detox every 90 days. So although I'm not going to be running the detox group while Lindsay is, I can help, but it won't be my first priority. It will just be something I can help her do. Every month, we will have a group doing this. So you can always promote detox. And then on top of that, what Lindsay is doing this is her personal challenge. So I'm not telling you that she's offering this to you. This is only for new people that join her. If you sign up for E60 as a new person, she is buying detox for you for free. So I know she just went to church, so I don't know like exactly what the details of that are. I don't know if she means you have to buy the full 60 days or half, or if she's clarified that. Did she?
No, but I would say that it is the full 60 because it has to be that pack for it to count.
Okay. Well, I know that there's a half one and a full one of the E60 that you can buy. So I don't know what she's doing, but what she is doing is if you want to do it with her, she's going to buy your detox. Oh, you're right. It is. She said it would be a 70-day challenge. So you would have to buy the 60 days. So it's going to be a 70-day challenge. Sorry, I don't know. Somebody was calling me. exit. Okay. So you would all detox together, and you guys, when you detox, you're not thriving. So whether they've been thriving before or whether you're a thriver now, you're not a thriver when you're detoxing because you're not taking your thrive. So they're all in this together. So she will probably carry on her people to, I don't know, a chat or something, or account. I don't know what she'll do with her people that do this because of this, but there's a lot of potential for a lot of ideas for you to use this for yourself. In order to be entered into the group, your person has to have already purchased their detox. You cannot get in this group to check it out. You have to have already purchased it, and you have to be willing to do it from Thursday or Tuesday to Thursday, starting next Tuesday, the 19th. So you start on that day, and every single day you will have accountability. There's a little post that goes up that says, okay, guys, day 8, how's everybody doing? And this is where people have headaches. People have, they're hungry. They need a snack or whatever. And we can be in there to help them. I know when I did it, Shantae posted this amazing snack that she found. I went straight to the store and got it because I'm like, I need a snack. But people share their tips and tricks. It's just a great way to have accountability. If you haven't done detox, I highly suggest you doing it with your people that you bring on, because you guys, you can be there to cheer them on and work with them side by side. It is a huge way to, kind of create a little culture with the people who want to join you. It's really helped my business, you guys. The last 7 customers I've had are detox customers. I am selling them detox, restore, boost, and thirst IC. It's $188 for all of that. And I offer free shipping, or I'll offer like $25 off or something if they buy all 4. So I tell them what the detox cost, but then I say, that's the detox, but I'm going to be honest with you. I did these, Sandra, it is restore, boost, thirst IC, the 3 of those together. I broke my fast with that combination every single day. I don't know what my results would have been without it, because that's what I did. So I don't know if that combination is what helped me have good results. But if somebody doesn't use that, then I can't be like, oh, I forgot to tell you that this is what I did every day. No, I'm just being honest with them. And most of them have bought it. I've got somebody who's about to purchase 3 detoxes so that she can do it with her husband and her mom. You guys, the boost, the restore, and the thirst come in 30-day or 30 servings. So they could split that. Like if they have 3 people, so they each need their own detox, but they could split the other 3 products 3 ways. Or if they love it and they want to do it every 90 days, in 90 days, they'll still have those products, and then they can do them again the next 90 days. They'll have them on hand unless they love them and they want to order more and keep using them without their detox, which would be the ideal situation, right? But that's how I broke my fast every single day when I did the detox. And I mean, mindset, Tammy just talked about mindset for a really long time. So if their mindset isn't right, then it's going to be hard. But you guys, if my favorite nutrition, if Tammy said, I'm going to do a challenge and you can do it virtually, it costs $50, but for a month, you get to do virtual workouts with me. You bet your ass. Not only would I sign up and pay, I would go buy a yoga mat and a weight, or I don't know, a medicine ball, or whatever she told me to buy, I'm going to buy, because she's the expert, right? You are the expert. You tell them what they can do to maximize their results. You don't have to, but it's an opportunity. So, and I'm happy to help talk to your people. I know Edie has a detox group going on right now. I've been in there like giving tips and ideas and such like that. But remember, if you are able to do this detox during it, that is going to be the best way, because they're going to join you, because they're going to look at you as the expert. They don't know me. They don't know Lindsay. They know you. So if you are able to do it, maybe it's been a while since you've done the detox and you can do it again. Do not do it again if it's been shorter than 90 days. But if it's an option for you, I highly suggest it. So I think that, did I miss anything, Tammy, or did you want to add to
Lisa
it?
wants to know if you mixed your boost with water or juice.
Water. I hate Restore. I hate it. I've tried it with yogurt. I've tried it with orange juice. I've tried it with water. I have done so many ways and I've never liked it. Y'all, when you mix the Restore and the Boost together, completely different, total game changer. I would drink it every day. And the thirst obviously helps with electrolytes and your caffeine. So, but they say that you can do all of your Thrive except capsules, shakes, balance, and biotic. Those are the 4 things you can't take. So even though thirst is allowed to be like, you can drink it on your detox, I did not drink thirst. I only drank water until 2:00. I fasted until 2 with only water. I did not add anything to my water until I broke my fast. Once I broke my fast, then I could eat from 2 to 7. That was my window. And I'll probably go live in the actual group and do like a really detailed what I did type of situation for the people who are invested in it. I know not everybody wants to hear about my detox and how I did it, but I'm happy to talk to you guys if you want to. Like I said, the group will start on that day. So if your people can't do it by then, they can't be in the group, because it wouldn't be fair to add someone on day 4 and they're on day 1, and then they're going to read all the people who are feeling like crap and they're tired and they're, they have a headache, and they're not going to even do it because it's going to be discouraging. That's why the group is so important, to start and end at the same time. And then my phone won't let me look at the chat. I can see stuff when it pops up, but
yeah, Sarah said she's going to start one on May 11th with 2 other people. And then later on, she said, if anybody wants to join her and the 2 people who are ramping up for the 5/11 start.
Sarah said that.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the April one. So maybe Sarah, we can coordinate to where you can take the group over in May. And if that would be May's group, because I would love for that group to keep going like once a month, but you have to be specific because you can't overlap. It has to be just the start and the stop, because nobody wants to be in a group that they don't feel like they belong. Nobody wants to be in a group where some people are invested and some people are not. That's not fair either. And then if you're not doing it, it's really hard to remember. Like, I'm not going to be detoxing. I'll be able to go in there every once in a while and like maybe check on stuff, but that's not going to be my priority because I won't be detoxing. So it won't be at the front of my brain. But yes, I would love to be able to use that group. Maybe we can have some sort of sign up sheet situation where we can like have people sign up for different months or something. I don't know. But it's been very, very helpful for my business. Anyone who orders detox who is not a Thriver, which I've had quite a few, I'm also mailing them a 3-day sample of the Thrive experience for when they're done with their detox, because I want them to continue thriving with me. I don't want them to just do like a one and done. Every single one of them has asked, well, do I have to do the sticker thing? Do I have to be a Thriver? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, nope, not at all. But I am sending them a sample because when they're done with their detox, I want them to try it. Their body's going to be in the best shape possible. And you guys, I got all of these ideas and everything from Jamie Lindbergh. I have to give her credit for that. But she said she's had 32 new detox customers, and every single one except for 2 bought Thrive after their detox because she did it that way. So I'm going to follow her lead. I'm going to do it. I'm doing our own group. Like I'm not necessarily copying her, but I am copying her. She's inspiring me and I'm running with it is what it is.
There you go. All right. So I'm sure you guys have questions, but just know that the new group starts on the 19th. So the big thing you really need to take away from this is don't dilly-dally. You need to tell people now. You need to throw out, hey, we're going to do a detox challenge, because they need to order ASAP, like ASAP. So that is what I will leave you with. If you guys need anything, let us know. And this will be on the YouTube for you to watch later or share with your teams. Bye.